Hello everyone. I am currently sick, so I am eating a cough drop. That might get annoying. I don't know. I've already had to film this once, and I didn't like how it turned out. So I am filming it again. So, physically, I only have 2 of the books that I read in January. Because I read a lot on Kindle and Audible, and from the library this month. My little handy dandy notebook of everything I read and kind of key points. So I'll just get into it, I guess. I read 12 books in January. So the first book I read was Scarred on Audible by Emily McIntyre. I gave this one 4 stars. It was a kind of like a more reimagining, loosely based on The Lion King. It's in her Never After series, and this was the second book in it. I like this one way more than the first book. Tristan, love Tristan. He's literally perfect. I thought their chemistry was really good. I think with all of her Never After books, definitely check trigger warnings because there's a lot of violence and just some more things that get mentioned that might be a trigger for some people. And then the second book I read was Flawless. I read this on Kindle. It's the first book in Elsie Silver's Chestnut Spring series, and I gave it 4.5 stars. It's about a lawyer representative person named Summer and a bull rider, and her dad's company that she works for represents him and like basically like gets him sponsors and stuff and like maintains his social image and stuff. And he gets in trouble because he says some things that make him lose a sponsor. And so she's supposed to help like kind of clean up his mess, clean up his act, and kind of make it so that he doesn't lose any more sponsors. And they end up getting closer, and it was really good. It gave me the Longest Ride vibes. If you've seen that movie, I haven't read the book of that, but it definitely gave me the movie vibes from that. Then I read the second book of that called Heartless, and I gave that one 4.75 stars. It was so close to a 5-star for me. Definitely my favorite of the series that I've read so far. This one is about the brother of the guy in the first book. His name's Cade, and the best friend of the girl in the first book. Her name's Willa. And Cade is a single dad, and he works on his family's ranch, and so he needs somebody to nanny his son, and so Willa takes that job, and it's supposed to be just like for the summer, but things happen, and so much happens, and I love Cade. It's a little bit enemies to lovers because they don't really like each other at first. Cade is definitely grumpy, so it's definitely a grumpy sunshine trope. I just loved it so much. The next book I read was an Audible book, and it was called Bright Winter Lights by Liz Maverick. I gave this one 4 stars. It's a second chance no, it's not. It's about a girl who is from California, but she trades apartments with somebody in New York just for the holidays. The characters are Jewish, so the holiday, instead of being Christmas, it's Hanukkah, and so she goes there for the holidays and for Hanukkah and stuff, and meets her next door neighbor for the week or so, however long she's there, and ends up really kicking it off with him. His name's Elliot, and really getting to know him and his friend group and stuff, and they end up really clicking really, really well. And they end up kind of fake dating. They take pictures. He takes her on tour of New York to all the like cool spots, and will take pictures to send to her ex. Not to send to her ex, to post because she knows her ex will see, and like kind of just to make him jealous and regret breaking up with her and stuff. Because the reason that she swapped apartments and came to New York for the holidays was because she had just gotten broken up with. It was a very cute story. I liked it. I listened to it and I thought it was great. The voice actors for Liz Maverick's books are amazing. So good. I read a St. Martin's Press book that I will not be mentioning, but it was a fairly good book, I thought. but I can't mention it, so. But right now, actually, my boyfriend has it, so he is currently reading it. So even if I did have it and could show you, I don't have it. The next book I read was Evidence of the Affair. Listen to this one as well by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I gave this one 2 stars. I just thought it was very short, very forgettable. Like, I honestly remember like 2 things that happened in this story, and that's it. And for a long time after I finished it, I didn't even remember how it ended until I was writing my review in my book journal, and I was like, oh yeah, that's how it ended. And so just I had a good time listening to it, and it was still a fun listen. I just don't remember anything that happened, so it was very forgettable. I don't know. I probably wouldn't recommend it. I'd recommend something else that she has written over this one. Then I read the next book in the Elsie Silver Chestnut Spring series, called Powerless. I give this one 3.5 stars. It is a hockey romance because Jasper, the main male character in it, is a hockey player, and the female main character in it, Sloane, is a professional ballet dancer. She takes a break because she's supposed to be getting married, but she's marrying someone who is an absolute jerk, and just, I hate him so much. So the day of her wedding, she finds out that he has been cheating on her, and she gets a video sent to her. You find out who sends it later on, but like, I was shocked. And Jasper, he tells her that if she wants to run away and leave and bail on the wedding, that he will help her. And so they make up this big plan, and all of the brothers from the previous books, and they're all helping plan this escape for her. And so they end up running away, and he takes time off of hockey, a couple weeks, and they spend time together, and they start realizing that they have both been in love with each other since first laying eyes on one another. Like, literally so cute. Definitely childhood friends to lovers, secret love, all that kind of stuff. It was good. It's probably my least favorite of the series, but it was still really, really good. The next book I read was Belladonna by Adeline Grace, and I gave this one 4.75 stars as well. It was, again, so close to that 5-star, but just didn't quite give me that feeling, I guess. So there's this girl, she can't die, basically. At least not that we know of yet. There is no way for her to die. She can get close to death, and in this, death is a real person. And let me tell you, he's hot. Like, sir. Whoever, I listened to this on audio, and so whoever, like, was the voice of him had me feeling some type of way. And I thought that the main character's backstory was really cool, and then like just the different tidbits of theory and lore that she had come up with and Death had come up with, because they start to like get to know each other and communicate and stuff. It has such amazing quotes in it, and it's a kind of like a murder mystery because her aunt dies, so she goes to live with one of her other family members, because her parents are both dead. They died when she was a baby. And so she goes to live with this other family that the mom was just murdered, but nobody knows that. They think she just got a sickness, an illness, and just died. But she was actually murdered, and you find out that the daughter is also, like, somebody's trying to murder her. There's, like, plots against her. So you're trying to find out who did it, how they did it, why they did it, all that kind of stuff. So it was really, really good. I'm really excited to read the next book, and I think the 3rd book is coming out pretty soon, like within the next couple months or so. Yeah, that's it for that one. Finally, okay, I read Bridgerton, the Duke and I have seen all the Bridgerton episodes, and the Queen Charlotte episodes. Season 2 is probably my favorite, I will say that, but this one stuck fairly close to the feeling that you get from the first book, or first season. I can't even speak English today. I'm blaming it on me getting sick. But it was really good. The characters are not described looking the way that they looked in the show, obviously, but I kind of like the changes that they made for the show. And the actors that they used for the characters did a really good job of like embodying the personalities of these characters in the book. There was some things that got left out, but they weren't like gigantic things or things that would have changed a ton. I think that's all I have for that one. But it was good, and I gave it 3 stars. Then I read Galatea, still don't know if I'm saying that right, by Madeline Miller, and it was such a short, tiny little book. I finished it in 40 minutes, an hour maybe. I'm not really sure, but it's like very tiny pages, tiny. It doesn't even feel like a whole page in there, but it is a retelling slash reimagining slash extension of the story of Galatea, the statue sculpture that came to life, and Pygmalion. I think I probably like butchering that name so much, but it was really good. I wanted it to be more. I gave it 3 stars. I just wanted it to be like this big instead of this big, because I wanted there to be more to expand. But honestly, for it being such a short story, it was so good. Like, I loved it. Then I read Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief, however you say that title, by Rick Riordan. I read it along with the TV series that just came out, so like I read the book and then I watched the episode that went along with whatever chapter I just finished, and it was really good. I gave it 3.5 stars. I will say I like some things better from the book, and I like some things better that they changed for the show, so definitely give and take there. I think the changes that they made, most of the changes they made in the show made sense and just kind of made it flow better, or kind of gave more background and gave it more depth, and the characters probably, to me at least, had more depth that way. And I'm definitely going to continue reading the series. I just found out it just got greenlit for season 2, so very excited for that to come out within the next year and a half-ish, but it's gonna be a long wait. So I'm gonna definitely reread the books before the next season comes out, but it'll be fun to see what they do for that. And then the last book I read for this month was First Lie Wins by Ashley Elston. I gave this one 4.75 stars. That's 3 books that I read this month that were so close to a 5-star, but not quite there. So First Lie Wins, it's about this girl, Evie, and you learn so much about her. First of all, it feels like the vibes that I got from this story, I felt like super secret spy, like very secretive and kind of almost criminal underground vibes, and like secret identities. That's kind of what it felt like to me, and it was so cool. I felt like I could like super I can't even speak English right now. I felt like I could very easily imagine the scenes and what was going on in my mind and the characters and kind of like what they were doing, and I thought that each character was pretty well fleshed out and had some depth to them, made them feel relatable, but also like, wow, you're making those decisions, okay. You slowly get the backstory of Evie and like how she got to be where she is in the present day, and like what things kind of happened in the past to make her the way that she is. The side characters were great. There were a lot of things that I didn't even guess, like, and there were some things that I guessed but I was like, oh, I don't know, like I could see that happening, but like also I could see it not happening. And so it was cool to see like what I actually saw coming and what I didn't. This is definitely one I would recommend 100%. Like, true crime girlies will love this one, because I myself am a true crime girly, and absolutely loved it. It was great. The romance in it was really good too. It was very much a subplot, but like it felt like it added to the story and to the characters. It was so good. Okay, well, that is all of the books that I read for January, and hopefully I'll read more off my TBR, physical TBR, like these ones. Kind of crazy, kind of fun, kind of wild. Definitely listened to a lot of audiobooks this month and read a lot of Kindle books, which is fun. Kind of get some variety in there, which was good. Hopefully I will see you guys soon in another video. Again, like, comment, subscribe, do all the YouTube things, and I will talk to you guys later. Okay, bye!